Alright, so we're back here, guys. Today we're going to be sanding down the rest of these fenders, and we're going to be painting them. We picked up this AC orange from Tractor Supply Co. Granted, it's probably not your best professional paint, nor are we professional painters, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how it goes.
As well as the paint, we had to pick up a whole nother slew of items to make this paint job complete. We ended up picking up just a cheap Harbor Freight gun. We got our air valve on there as well as a filter, so that way no particles get up in the paint. We also have our Ingersoll Rand gun. This was a little more expensive. We're having a little bit of problems with it flowing out the tip right now, so that's why we got this gun to lay it down with. Like we showed you before, the magic paint. We got the clear coat as well as the reducer and the catalyst hardener. We've got some fine cut tape as well as larger tape to tape down the painter's plastic. We're gonna totally wrap the whole truck so that way no paint goes over. We got 400 to wet sand before we lay down the paint and in between coats, just like it recommends on the back if you read the directions. We got acetone. The reason we got acetone is because when we were laying down the primer, we did not tape off that brand new bumper, so we have primer all over the bumper. So we definitely need to get that off, and this is going to be helpful wiping down before we paint as well. We got this little Kenworth piece we pulled out of another one of our trucks to fill a plate in the top center console, I guess you could say. We got gun cleaner, masks, of course. We learned our lesson when painting the 359 bunk. We did not have these, so we're going to make sure we need them. We picked up this new cleaner as well. It's a Showtime cleaner, WAB. We got it from Chrome Shop in Manaway, Ohio. It's only $5, so we may as well give it a shot.
And then we also have this glazing spot putty. There's some couple little dents and little pit holes that we might need to fill. What are we thinking about this color, Ryan?
It's really orange. It might be too orange. So right now we're laying down the clear coat. We let the paint cure for about 45 minutes before we laid this down because we're not in the booth. We got the garage door open with the fan going to suck it all out.
What's up guys, it's Dave here, back working on the W9. E and Ryan are working on the fenders over there, and what I'm going to be doing today is putting in these new gray seats that we got. Atlas Elites. Pretty nice seats. So we got the driver's seat out here, as you can see what I was talking about, how it's all ripped up. Yeah, so we got it out, and then see all the trash. I need to vacuum up before we start to put in the new one, and it's just like dirt and it's disgusting in here. And then, but I got one bolt out over there. I got to take the passenger, or the 3 other bolts out on the passenger seat, get that out, and then I'll vacuum, and then start getting put in the new seats.
Tires again.
Old man is over there. We just got the seats set in there in the truck, in the W9, and they look killer in there. A lot better than the old seats. We just got the bolts started. Got to tighten them down and get the shark bite fittings for the airline. But man, these things look good in there. A lot better than the old raggedy ones. Nice big seats. A little difficult to get back into the big bunk back there with the probably about maybe a foot wide, but it looks awesome.
we're on our way back out to the W9. It's a long night the other night painting. You know, it didn't come out how we wanted it to. The paint just didn't lay down right after we let it set, which isn't a bad thing and all, because after we look back and look at the orange on the truck, it just doesn't look right. It's the color of the orange that was on the label looked a little bit different, and it dried just a little bit lighter. So we're thinking either a midnight blue or back to the burgundy type color that it was before.
Kind of like the color that you got on your shirt right
Yeah.
now. I think would be a nice color. The orange that we have is like an orange like that.
It's like a construction orange, and it looks ugly.
What did you call the truck the other day when we stood back and looked at it? The cream puff or something like that. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
It against the white, it just
looks
doesn't.
ugly. It
Yeah.
looks real ugly.
If it was black, the orange would look sweet. It'd be like
Yeah.
that Harley looking style.
But either way, we have some more parts to put on. We got the new
Some Chrome Shop
yeah,
Mafias.
the new deck lid to put on, the new pogo, and then we have some things on the inside to put on, the interior, and then we have the LED cab lights to put on. All right, so we're taking off the lights right now. It's a little windy up here.
I got my L-Cat on here, my Alaskan pack.
All right, guys, sorry for not filming. Sort of hard. Ryan and I were up on the roof while it was starting to rain and sleet on us. You see him still up there now. But we got them all on. I'm about to shoot on the last one. So we'll see how this works. The new liner on the inside. We just replaced this panel right here with the lights and the window switches. The driver's side worked before. It only comes down this far, so I'm gonna have to take apart the door and figure out what's wrong with that. But the passenger side didn't work, and we replaced the switch, and now it does. It's all the way down, all the way back up. It goes up slow, but it goes back up. So I'm gonna have to look at the motor, maybe replace the motor, but we got it working. Yeah, buddy. It's about a couple weeks later after we did the roof lights. We've been really busy here, so we haven't been able to put together a video for you guys. But today we're gonna reassemble the headlight bezels, just slap those on. And we gotta put the lights on here for the fenders. You can see the fenders are orange. This is your first look at them. They didn't come out right, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, it looks like an orange creamsicle. We're probably gonna go back to that deep maroon it was in the first place, or maybe like a midnight blue or something, but that's to come in the future. But at least we got that stuff covered up for now. So yeah, let's get to it. So the first part we're putting on are these side marker lights, turn signal lights. We got them at Chrome Depot, Manaway, Ohio, and they carry the United Pacific brand. And they're the LEDs, because we got the LEDs up here in the headlights that we put in there. And so it's gonna clean it up and look pretty good. All right, so Dave finished up wiring. We're actually gonna take these up now. We have wire loom, but we forgot it at home, so we'll throw it on later. But that's not a big deal, so we'll get to that. Yeah, they're also the heat shrink wrap connectors, and we'll shrink them up as well. So E and I noticed
that these lights don't really sit straight. They're kind of crooked a little bit, and these bushings, there's rubber kind of bushings or something down here that are angled to make it sit straight, but these are probably original. I mean, they're the ones that came off of the lights that we took off.
So like 20 years old.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna see if we can get new ones, and hopefully that levels the light out. I mean, but it's still, I mean, it looks all right. It's just a little off.
Yeah.
This whole truck's a little off.
Yes, it is.
All right, so now we're working on the rheostat here. This one, it's in the truck right now, sometimes doesn't work, or so the lights sometimes don't come on, then they do come on, and then when you try to adjust it, turn the brightness up or whatever, that doesn't work, and then sometimes it does work. So we got this one, we got a junkyard out of a W9, and we're gonna throw it in. We realized that it's a different connection than the one that's in the truck, but this came out of a newer style truck.
Newer W9.
Yeah, a couple years newer than this one. So
Still reads the same 10 amp, right?
Yeah. So we're just gonna cut right before this connection and right here. It's definitely, well, let me find, where's it at? So that's all the way down. That's kind of what it was like. You can't even see it on the phone.
Barely even see it.
But that's what it was like before. You could barely even see it, and it would be super sketchy, or like jumping around. That's all the way bright now with the new one in there.
Yeah, that's a world of a difference.
Complete difference.
You could maybe see like half of these gauges at probably a quarter of that brightness, so that's amazing. Yeah. Back here the next day, we got some things we went to Chrome Depot for, just some little things. We got some hubcaps to put on the front, some little door locks like we did with the 59, and then we had some windshield wipers to put on. But this is gonna be the end for the video, so let's get to these and let's get going. Be a wrap for today's video. You'll see that we did the paint, didn't come out how we wanted it, but that's not a big deal. We didn't like the orange, so let us know in the comments whether we should do the like ruby burgundy it was before, or like a midnight blue. But you know, we did like the hubcaps, just some little things, put the lights up top, the lights on the fenders. But next video for this truck, we're gonna put on the deck lid, we're gonna put on the pogo, some lights on the back of the cab. So stay tuned for that, and then hopefully within the next week we should have a 359 video out for you guys on the old truck. But stay tuned. Special shout out to Chrome Depot and Manuel Hoff for always hooking us up with our parts. But stay tuned.